journey here, yeah.
Fam, why do you feel rattled?
The journey was long, man. I was driving for time.
Bruv, now you know.
Making jokes with my missus. I said I'm in the bush now. I don't know where I am. There's just bush left, right, and center.
Ace is my.
You know the map when you see bush, bush.
We're live, by the way. Is my camera's not on? My microphone's not on, is it, Ace?
I don't think so.
Okay, there you go.
You know what? Sorry. You know what? I was watching. I'm watching again. I'm watching the MJ documentary, blood. Bruv, you fucking dope, bro.
You talking about?
I watched the documentary.
Oh, Michael Jordan. I think
you got to watch it again.
Michael Jackson.
Even better, bruv.
Man can't watch Michael Jackson documentary.
Why? Because I believe in the thing.
I don't. I'm not saying I do believe it. I just don't want to hear it.
Oh. I was gonna say that's Mike, man. When we go up there, you're gonna have to explain it.
The sound is better. We are back, so we have to give them an hour now. I'm not joking. Damon, Federer, break it down.
Djokovic, sorry. So basically, he's lost the point, lost the game, walking back to his chair, hit the ball back behind him. As he hit the ball behind him, he's hit a lineswoman in her throat.
Peak.
Obviously, it's hurt. She's collapsed on the floor. And they disqualified him. Now, what some people were saying is that he should get blind because it was an accident. He didn't mean to do it, blah, 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 blah.
Idiot. Yeah, go ahead.
Years ago, Tim Henman got disqualified from Wimbledon for doing
the same thing,
but his one was more out of frustration.
But who did he hit?
He hit one of the little ball boys.
He won't win anything anyway. They named him a hill, you know. They had to give it away. He got a hill and he didn't even win nothing.
The thing is, Tim Henman was actually a very good tennis player.
Technically, but he never
was
won
number 5. No, absolutely. But you're not going to be number 5 in the world.
They gave his hill to Murray. He went from Henman's Hill to Murray's Mountain. They mugged him off.
So the thing is, Djokovic won. He was frustrated, but it wasn't out of anger. Do you know what I mean?
Did he win after that?
He got disqualified.
Oh, the whole thing?
Yes.
Because I thought you said you get disqualified for the whole game, just the game.
The whole match.
Okay, the match.
But what was he disqualified for?
For hitting the ball.
Okay, but if it was in a point, then it's an accident because you're playing the point. Once you finish the point, you are supposed to show self-control and restraint. Okay, so if he hadn't hit the woman, he would have still got disqualified. No, he haven't hit no one. Well, that's not fair then.
Of course he's fair.
No, because he didn't try to hit the woman. It was an accident.
But this is the thing. You as a professional, you see, as a boxer, you punch somebody outside of the ring, fam, your hands are a lethal weapon. You're going to jail.
Yes, but that's a punch. Like he's just hitting the ball away. He's not like, I'm going to hit this old woman.
I do think it's a bit dramatic.
It's an accident. It was an accident.
But it didn't need to happen.
What I'm trying to say is, if he had just hit the ball and he just skied it, we wouldn't even be talking about this right now. You wouldn't be like, there was a point where he got frustrated and he hit the ball into the sky.
You know what?
We wouldn't even be talking about it.
No, but this is the thing. You see, when tennis players get frustrated and angry and they smash up their own racket, they get docked points and they get penalized.
But they get disqualified.
No. But this is the thing: if they continue to do it, they will. The argument is, you can have the argument that it's my property. I can mash up my property. There's a code of conduct. You have to conduct yourself in a particular manner. Do you know what I mean? You can't just be you can't be hitting the ball in and around people where it can injure them. You hit up in the air, whatever. Bare people win matches, and you see them whack the tennis ball clean out. Celebration, cool.
So what if they had licked somebody in their face?
Where?
Let's just say somebody's won and they're so happy and they've hit the ball and they hit someone in their face. Do they then get their win taken away?
Bruv, because up until now, do you know what I'm saying?
That's a good point.
Up until now, that hasn't happened, so we don't know.
I just think if it was an accident and obviously he didn't mean to hurt this woman, he shouldn't be disqualified.
And you know he's going to drop us something.
Look at it like this. In football, if I slide tackle and break your leg, and I had no intention of breaking your leg, it's still a red card, bruv.
Yeah, but you're slide tackling me. You know what?
You know what can happen.
Are legal. But you know what can happen if you slide tackle me.
But it doesn't even have to be a slide tackle.
And you've got it wrong.
Doesn't even no. But
let me give you
slide tackle is illegal.
That scenario doesn't work.
How?
Because you're going into slide tackle. It's different.
But you're trying to get me contact.
No. I'm trying to get the ball. Let me
give you another way. You lose. You think you're gonna get the throw on, and the other team gets the throw on. You pick up the ball and you blast it into the crowd, and it licks someone in the face.
Absolutely, you're getting sent off. You're probably
You
getting
get sent off for that.
Yeah, you're probably gonna get fined. Bruv, at the end of the day, if you're a professional sportsman, you're supposed to show self-control and
So you think he should have been disqualified for that?
By the letter of the law, yes. By the letter of the law,
I don't agree.
Absolutely.
I don't agree.
Who's it? Why is man exempt?
Because he didn't mean to do it.
Right.
Like, it was an accident. Like, maybe fine him, maybe take some point, whatever. But I feel like if he had, imagine if he had just missed her, like, and so then you wouldn't be disqualified for that. But just because you hit her, you're being disqualified. You didn't mean to do it.
Oh,
it's an accident.
Okay.
It was an accident.
I bet he was a prefect in school, didn't it?
Bro,
one of them guys. Proper prefect, proper
follow
guy.
every rule under the moon, bro.
Listen.
Cool,
so
blimey.
I said we all have detention today, so we've got to wait. Oh, D, man, they forgot about that long time ago, man.
All right, there's something I've been thinking about. This is really random. So I spoke to Shaggy again last week. Shout out to Shaggy. I got an interview with him. It was on One Extra. That's who I spoke to last week. One Extra. Yeah. And he was like, he was like, this is something he said to me that just had me thinking about this. But anyway, he said to me, people say like, oh, why do I always tour? But I love touring. And also, do you know how many people I feed because I tour? Like the tour manager, the DJ, the band, like all of these people get paid off the fact that Shaggy is on the road.
Okay.
So then it made me think about Tory Lanez, and I don't want to get no one in trouble again, but it made me think about Tory Lanez. Like, if you're in Tory Lanez's team, yeah, and you rely on that check, if you're his DJ, you're his tour manager,
you're not eating.
You're like, all of your food is gone because he made that mistake. Should they be able to sue him?
Of course not.
Femi, why?
Of course not. Because they have no right to.
Femi, you're crazy.
They have
let me just say this. I'm going to quickly say this. If I was Tory's DJ and I was relying on the money that we were about to make doing XYZ, and you've done a stupid thing, and my money is now gone because of your dumb decision, then you owe me money.
Yeah,
no, because you're not contracted. You're not contracted. There's no contract. It's just cool. Based. So like, it's like me saying, "Oh my gosh, I could have made £1 million." Why
are you leaning out of the camera?
I could have, because I'm trying to see you.
Oh, okay. So
but I'll talk to you in there. I could have made £1 million, yeah, if I sat in my house today and just worked on one of my ideas. But you are stopping me from doing that.
Nah, it's not the same. That's different. That's totally different. That's totally different.
Do you know what? I'm being silly.
In the words of Femi, that's meaty.
I'm being silly. But ultimately, the point is that, like, you can't, if you're not contractually obliged to feed people, they can't sue you. They don't have no rights to you.
All right.
No, I don't agree.
Legally, no, you have
to. It's like saying, it's like his children suing him because he's making less money than they expect him to make.
Femi's 100% right, but ethically,
it doesn't matter. It's the ethics is you shouldn't be relying on me as a man to feed yourself.
Nah, you're wrong, bro. You're wrong.
As a DJ,
I'm not wrong. You're a DJ. Go on DJ somewhere. Go on DJ at a club.
Femi, but he's turned down all of these bookings.
I've turned down all these bookings, yeah.
Bro, do you know how many American artists have asked me to go on tour with them?
Should I be real?
Up until the other day, they've asked me to go on tour. Come over to LA.
Was Robert one of them?
Say that again.
Was Robert one of them?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
Lucky.
Yeah, they've asked me to go on tour with them. I'm like, bro, I can't.
Listen, unless it's illegal.
Ace stops everything that he's doing for 1 year. Yeah, to come on tour.
You can find another job.
But let's be honest. Would you actually sue him? Because that's not, you don't come out there looking any good. No one's going to want to employ you again.
Listen,
if you sued him. Say you
I'm saying I would.
No, wait.
I would be.
I'm sorry.
Bruv, I would be furious.
Ace.
Wait.
If you have a contract, 100%.
Yeah.
And you should have a contract if you've taken a year out. If you've taken a year out of your life,
what happens if he hasn't got a contract?
It's no one's business.
Right. Femi, listen to what I'm saying. Let me just break down the situation. Yeah. I'm Tory Lanez's DJ. I'm not, by the way, before anybody gets onto me. I'm Tory's DJ, yeah. I know that 2021, as soon as lockdown's done, we're going on the quarantine radio tour. Yeah. You've already told me that I'm making 250 bags, yeah, for this tour. I've already spent it in my mind. I know what's coming. I'm like, Mum, you know what? That's not no, wait, no, but I'm just saying. Okay, forget that. That is my fault. But I've blocked out everything else for 2021 because me and you are supposed to do this thing, and then you go and make a dumb decision and shoot Meg Thee Stallion in the foot twice.
He's a star, man.
Stop saying and now it's done.
He's a star.
And now it's done.
Everything you're saying is silly. Unless you've got a legal arrangement with him, no one cares.
Ace, he's the star.
There's so many times.
To see you, really? Do you think they care about his DJ?
No, it's not about me. I'm saying that's nothing to do with it's not to do with me. I'm saying this is my job. You basically. In essence, you've basically fired me.
It's not your job. You're a freelancer.
You've got me sacked.
You can still DJ for him.
How? He's not my. Tori's done.
You could DJ in his house,
bruv. He's done out here. He's not doing any shows. So you've made me redundant because of a decision that you made.
No, you've made yourself redundant.
Yeah, for real though.
So wait, are you honestly telling me you don't feel sorry for Tori's team?
No.
You don't feel sorry for any of them?
No, because when he was winning, they were winning with him.
Yeah.
Now that he's losing,
Femi,
they lose with him.
You're wrong.
That's business.
I feel sorry for all of them. I feel sorry for everybody. I feel sorry for his PA, his tour manager, his DJ. I feel sorry for all of them.
Ace, do you know what? Up until Femi's last comment, I was slightly with you, but I'm slightly with Femi. Yeah, because I'm slightly with Femi. When he was winning, they were winning as well.
Yeah, he's doing you a favor.
The thing is,
what
Ace,
are you talking about?
Doing you a favor, bro.
Ace, what Femi's saying is kind of right, because you see how Tory's done for the next how long?
He's done.
No one cares about the DJ. So yes, you can go and get another job.
Yeah, you're not done. He's done.
You can go and get another job. No one's holding what.
But I might not be able to get this job.
Doesn't matter.
You're wrong, man. You're wrong. And then also as well, like, how do you know that the stain of Tory is not going to be on me now?
Nah.
Was you in the car? Did you give him the strap?
I didn't even know you did.
That enabled him to shoot her in the foot twice.
I feel sorry for the team. We also feel sorry for Meg, by the way. But we do also feel sorry for the team.
Ace. Do you know what it is? It's like, it's just goes back to that thing, right? You cannot expect to take the highs all the time and not the lows. And as a DJ, you should go and find another job. As a manager, you can find another artist. Right. It might take you a long time. However, do you know what? If there was really quarantine tour next year, it would be insured.
Okay. Well, can I say one more thing? It's like when, like, for instance, like, we all know like managers of artists or artists that have managers, yeah? Imagine, like, you've built your artist up to a certain point and then he does something stupid and goes jail. Now you're just artistless. It's like, fam, you fucked up the bag for all of us. But I'm not saying it's not life. I'm not saying it's not life. These things happen. I'm saying, is it unfair to the person that has helped you and your team that are around you that are relying on this check for you to make a stupid decision that has now fucked up all of our money?
Your team should have been there, supporting you, and giving you the guiding principles. If they completely rely on you to that extent, they should be with you all the time.
Yes, Femi.
They should make sure you're not. They should make sure you're not fumbling the bag.
That's unrealistic.
Exactly. So what you're saying is unrealistic.
What you're saying is unrealistic.
Wait, Ace. Remember, a couple months ago, we done a podcast, and on the podcast, we spoke about these young rappers that are constantly going jail, and you said that the record companies are failing them. Because the record companies know that a lot of them come from the roads. The record companies know that a lot of them are still mixed up in the roads. They should be providing them with security and the means that they don't need.
And also,
he did have security. Can I say that? Go on. Can I just say one thing? Let's just say, we're not at that position, but let's just say Cut the Chat gets the position where we are killing it. We are making 6 figures or whatever.
Soon come.
So it's on its way. But like, let's just say that happens, yeah? Not many moons ago, I had a situation that could have fumbled loads of shit. My job, like all of these situations. And the thing is, listen to what I'm trying to say. Listen to what I'm trying to say. None of you were there. What I'm trying to say is none of you were there to stop me in that scenario. Like, you can't say, like, but I wasn't, obviously I'm not thinking about like the bigger picture. I'm just in a situation where I'm just on a mad one. So my point is,
I'm gonna pause you right there because we was there.
No, you was there. You was after the fact. I'm talking about the moment.
No, but there were many facts and there were many moments, and we're not going to get into it.
No, of course we're not.
There were many moments. Yeah, that man was on the phone at 4:00 in the morning.
100%.
There was many moments.
I'm talking about in a moment of madness. you're not gonna be with the people that you need. Like obviously, you man came.
But you can't
through,
use that as an example.
But my point is like
you can't use that as an example.
What I'm trying to say is a moment of madness can happen that could fuck up everything.
Okay, so what? Okay, so what happens? So then, with that same direction that you're going in, what happens? What happens if man gets in a car crash? And man can't talk because of that. What are you gonna say? That because accident. You was doing 72 miles an hour, 2 miles an hour over the speed limit.
Yeah, but that's an accident though.
If I'm wetting in my car somewhere and the accident is my fault, yes, it's an accident, but it's my fault. What are you gonna turn around and say? You was irresponsible. You fucked up. Now we can't get the bag. This is on you.
So you think that Tory's team can say that to him?
Boy, they're probably pissed that he's gonna go to jail. They're probably pissed for him like that. So
that's all my point is.
They probably don't care about the bag.
You fucked up the bag for all of us.
I'm not saying that they can't be pissed, and I slightly agree with. Look,
the last thing that he wants to hear is these boys say that though. The team say that.
So, but he needs to know that.
Man, listen. I'll be like, fuck you, man.
Like listen,
I'm starving. I'm going to jail for years now.
Yeah, but no one told you to do what you did.
You're right, but don't come to me and tell me that I fucked up your team.
What you're saying, Ace, yeah, is so nonsense, yeah.
It's not, Femi. It's not.
It's like
you go to the comments.
It's so nonsense.
You would have went out there, no?
Huh?
He could have phoned you. You would have went out there.
What do you mean?
DJs are a dime a dozen, no? There's so many of them. They can drop anyone.
Yeah, of course you can drop.
But in the grand scheme of it,
if that was my, what was your? Don't worry about. We don't know about my moment was. But whatever my situation is, all I'm saying is, if that was my main job, and somebody has fucked up the bag for me because
I can't believe what you're saying
because of their moment of madness.
If a business goes out of business, yeah, can you then sue the business? If you get made redundant,
forget the suing. All I'm saying is, yeah,
you can be sad.
Do you not feel like that person should be liable?
No,
at all.
I've said that.
Build a bridge and get over it.
Well, I don't agree.
Because you know what it is, Ace. Do you know what? At the end of the day, you're your own man, and you should be securing your own bags.
Okay, but I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Like, because you can't say that. You got a business partner.
That's like an actor who.
So if Nikki does a madness now, yeah,
and shuts down your next.
But wait. Me and Nikki are business partners, yeah, or equal partners, yeah. If Nikki does a madness, yeah,
and you lose a bag, that's different.
And I lose. If Nikki does a madness, would I lose all my bag? It will definitely affect me. Yeah.
Okay. So then, why is what I'm saying stupid then?
No, because
I wouldn't lose my bag.
Because but that's different though. No, that's different. Because them two are equal partners.
Yeah, that is different. That's completely different.
And the DJ are not equal.
That's like my assistant, yeah, saying to me, yeah, oh Femi, like, oh, you just done a madness, blah blah. You switched at someone because of road rage. You came out of your car, you slapped someone. This is something I could do. Like you came out of your car, you slapped someone. Someone filmed it. It went viral. Blah 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 blah. All of that. This did not really happen. But imagine if it did. Yeah. What can my assistant sue me for? Like, oh, really?
We're taking suing out of the question.
Take the suing out of the question.
No, can he be upset with me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can he be annoyed?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Can he start badding me up for being annoyed?
No one said nothing about badding up. I'm saying
I'll fuck up shit. I don't want to hear none of this shit. You know, when I'm up there again, I don't want to hear you man say, oh, Lee, you fumbled the back. Fuck that shit. You know I'm reckless already. You know, we have to delete old podcasts for shit I've said. Don't try and do this. Don't put that shit on me. I'll tell you straight. Just see if I'm okay. Let me sleep on your couch for a couple of days. I lost all my pee. I'm more upset about Corona than anything else. Because I've been dead for a minute.
I just feel sorry for the team, and I think like it's easy for you lot to say, "Oh, yeah,
they'll be all right."
Just go. You can go and work somewhere else. But I'm talking about some of these artists have had people that have grown with them from the bottom. Like I am teams. Let me finish. That have grown, like have come up with me since the dirt. Like we are Team Tory. Like we've been together, riding together this whole time, and we've been together this whole journey. And then your one moment of madness has now jeopardized everything. I can be pissed about that, and I can feel like you're liable. I can. That's how I feel anyway. I don't know.
Didn't Kevin Hart say something? You know, he done that doc, and he said he had a go at his boy on the.
Oh, that was much.
Wasn't that similar though? Like saying that I am the bag. Kevin was saying I'm the bag.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Basically, he was saying he was the bag, innit? And everyone was like, you git, you cunt. Who do you think you are? We're all part of it. You know
but to be fair, what you're saying, Ace, is exactly the Kevin Hart example is the best example.
There you go.
Because Kevin Hart basically was saying to his boy that if he said it was over today,
no one's eating.
And no one's eating. And the fitness instructor one was trying to back it and say, what? But Kevin Hart was like, no, but what would you do, really? Like, what would you do?
And the boy was explaining himself. Yeah, I got sneakers.
No, but Kevin Hart was like, no, but you won't do nothing. Like, you'll be poor. Yeah. But he was drunk.
Yeah, he was drunk.
And Kevin Hart will be like, you'll be on nothing.
Do you remember? On the plane.
Did you watch the Kevin Hart thing?
I didn't watch it.
No, you have to watch it.
Everybody put me off watching it.
No, literally, Kevin Hart was saying to his boy, no, but you will not be on nothing. Like, you won't be on nothing. You're nothing without me.
I'm the bag. He's basically saying, I'm the bag. But he said it so harsh, and everyone's, oh, you fucker, you shouldn't say that. But in reality...
what was embarrassing about it, yeah? Kevin Hart basically got a Nike deal, yeah, and then bossed his brethren on it, and then got another deal with a bank or something. But the brethren only got the deal because of Kevin Hart, but his friend was managing that part of the business. But ultimately, Kevin Hart is the bag. This fitness instructor, that's now a fitness instructor to all these other people, would be nobody if it wasn't for Kevin Hart bringing him in and setting up his business with him. And sometimes in life, you just have to accept that. But can the guy now survive if Kevin Hart has another scandal? I don't know. Only time will tell.
Basically, you lot are just saying you have to just take the L.
Yeah, bro,
it's not the L though. It's not an L for you. An L for Tory should be an L for the DJ. The DJ will be sad for a few months and then should be trying to finish another.
I'm not even just saying like there's so many people in a team.
There's at least about 50 to 100 people looking after
in a team. Yeah, there's so many people in a team.
If anything, does it just make the DJ more famous though? Because you're gonna know the DJ. Because I don't
want you lot to keep talking about the DJ. Tory's DJ probably does bare other shit. Like he's probably got he's probably got bare shit. I'm not talking about the DJ.
But you're feeling bad.
I'm talking about like the tour manager, the manager, everyone, like the assistant, all of these people. There's a team of people that run with an artist that is that big, and they are all out of work right now because of Tory Lanez. And I think that's sad.
Bringing everyone on board, you're going to jail. But how long? And all your people are now suing you.
Yeah,
that's just like that to me would be even more heartbreaking. I'm thinking, right, all these people turn their back on me.
Bro, you shot someone. You ever got a right to be upset?
I stopped them from eating.
Yeah, you did.
They stopped themselves from eating.
You did. You stopped them from eating. 100%. You did.
That's too much pressure on the artist, man.
Nah, it's not. Well, that's basically going back to the original point. That's what Shaggy was saying. Like, do you know how many people eat because I go on tour? Like. The tour manager, the people, the driver. You know what I'm saying? All of these people go on tour with Shaggy and that helps them feed their family.
Do you know what? And I totally understand that. But literally, if Shaggy retires tomorrow, those people should just find new jobs.
Yeah, for real though. You can't.
And I'm not saying it's easy to find jobs. This is the thing. Don't ever get.
That's what it sounds like you're saying, bro.
Don't ever
that's
get
exactly what it sounds like you're saying.
But you're saying that he should be doing more for his people.
I'm not saying.
more pressure.
I'm not saying anyone should do more for their people. I'm saying if you're in a situation where you've got a team of people that are looking after you, then you got to make sure that you look after them back.
But he has been.
Don't put yourself. I'm not talking about Shaggy anymore. We're not talking about Shaggy. I'm going back to Tory. You can't put yourself in a situation.
They're the only people are responsible for.
You can't put yourself in a situation that is going to fuck up everyone's money. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. We will be arguing.
I just think it's sad. I think it's sad.
We'll be arguing. It's too much expectation to be expecting someone to be. You might
as well call him dad then.
That's them and that's things.
You must, innit? You must have called them daddy. If you're relying on them that heavily to buy your next yard and all that, boy, you're daddy. Yes, wow. Daddy.
I had a conversation with somebody a couple of days ago about. See, do you remember that story about that police officer, Andrew Harper, he was investigating a burglary and he got dragged down the road by the car and killed.
Oh yeah.
And I think it was the 3 guys got sentenced to, I think 50 something years in jail or something, but it's not life. They're not going to die in jail.
Yeah.
And the wife is kind of petitioning to change the law that if you get found guilty of murdering, I think a police officer or an emergency service worker, that it should be automatic life in jail. Like, and I was talking to somebody the other day, and we was having a debate, and I thought, let me run this past you lot. For so many different reasons. Like, should we hold emergency service workers on a higher platform than just your average person? Because you see, anyone that I think saves life, I think you're above any other person on this planet. If your job is to save life and you save life, I think you should be one of the highest paid people on the planet. I think you should, benefit from every form of benefit and prop and busment there is in life. Yeah. But it did make me think about this situation here.
In the line of duty, yeah, I do agree. I think, maybe there should have been more, but when you come to saving life, look, I was on a plane to Thailand. The woman had a stroke and I jumped out my seat. Done a few things that I thought was necessary.
Swear down.
So do I? Yeah. Honestly, I literally was sitting in my chair. No, it was like nighttime, so it was a night flight. I could see she had something was going on. She dropped out of her chair on the floor. I jumped out of my seat, went down, put my jacket under her head.
First one on her?
First one.
Okay.
First one. So you know what they do on the plane? They tannoy now. So I've got Rochelle to go and ask for help. Then they tannoy. Is there anyone that's got doctor experience or can help out in the situation? And luckily there was a doctor. I done my little thing early. Do I get a pass?
This is not even funny. It's not funny.
No, but wait, did the woman survive?
The funny thing is, yeah. No, so what I done, I've been in a situation when I worked in Sainsbury's, I saw a woman have a fit, and I watched someone do something, and I thought, so that's what you do. So what you do is you kind of try and block them from biting their tongue. So you get a pen or something, shove it in their mouth.
You're not supposed to do that.
Well, this is what they done, and it worked.
Okay, you're not supposed to do that.
Took the jacket off, put it under the head straight away, put them in a recovery position, and just kind of reassured them, like, breathe with me, breathe with me.
Don't put nothing in them.
So I didn't do that, but I got on the floor, breathed with the woman, told her, look, you're all right, don't worry.
Yeah.
It was, I don't know if it was a seizure, it was something of this sort.
Yeah.
You understand? Do I get a pass?
A pass for what?
In life.
For what? What do you
Because
mean?
that was my
He saved someone's life.
Listen.
So that's what I'm saying to you. Not only these people save people, there's bare people that save people. You say people in a car crash and you drag them out, they're saving people.
Different.
In the line of duty,
that's different.
Yes.
Right. So my point. So
the policy applies.
Right. So because basically by the letter of the law, I'm not sure if they were found guilty, but
I think they got done for manslaughter, no?
Manslaughter, because they had to, because
it wasn't. They
couldn't prove that they knew that they was dragging a police officer behind the car.
16 years, and the other two got 13 years. That's what Sarah said.
So a total of what, 50-something years or something. So, so for the family of the officer, obviously that's ridiculous. And from what I know, his injuries were wild. Like absolutely out of this world. The bad thing is that when they got found guilty and they got sentenced, they were smiling and joking in court. Now I think they would have just been smiling and joking regardless of what sentence they got. They just seem to be that type of people. But it did make me think, and with the current state that we're in, and then forever seeing people getting stopped by the police and getting battered up by police and blah blah blah. And it's just like, should the law be changed that if you're found guilty of murdering an emergency service worker? Because even I think it was highlighted a couple of years ago that paramedics and ambulance workers were getting assaulted a lot by drunk people that they're effectively trying to help and save.
Yeah, definitely charges should be pushed for that.
And you can't, I don't think you can legally turn them away. You can't, refuse helping somebody who needs your help. So we were just having a conversation about it, and I thought, let me run it past you lot and see what you lot think about that. Should emergency service workers?
The person who was driving that car when it was dragging the policeman, life done for you. Definitely life done for you. You get what I'm saying? So, I'm sorry that you didn't know, but it happened, didn't it? You get what I'm saying? You was running away from him. You knew what you was running away from at the time. So it happened. Done. I know that if police is chasing me, I ain't going nowhere. I'm jamming.
I think the issue with with what some people will think about the police is some people think that the police are already above. Some people think that the police think that they're already above the law already, and that they are like they don't have to be responsible or answer to anyone, even if they fuck up. So I just think like, yeah, I think it's touchy. I think it's a case by case scenario, if I'm honest. I think, do you know what I mean? Like, I think like, yes, like the police are here to protect and serve, but we're all human beings. Like, why should their lives be more important than a barber or a taxi driver or a DJ or a film? Like, why? What? Because you have on this uniform, does that make your life any more important than mine?
Every single day, they put on that uniform, whether it's a fireman, fire brigade uniform, police officer uniform, paramedic. They know that they're putting their life in danger. I remember when, and I've been saying it for years, maybe not on the podcast, but in the barbershop, that you see the tension between the street and the police, more so in America. And I realized that obviously there are some good police officers and there are some bad police officers, but everybody gets generalized. Now, as a police officer, good, bad, or indifferent, the moment you put on that uniform and walk out of your house, I would assume that about 70%, maybe more, of the people that you interact with on a daily basis want to see you harmed or dead.
Nah, it's not that much.
Damon. You see, like I've been trying not to comment on this topic.
Not 70%.
I'm trying not to comment on this topic. Damon.
That's a wild number.
He's angry. I said 7.
70%.
All right. What percentage would you say?
No, I think there's like people that are comfortable with seeing the police in their area. Like there's people that want to see the police on the streets. Like, at least I know there's police around here. Or like, I think yes.
You understand that, right? So
and the police officer, let me just say one more thing. Obviously, like, there's no secret that the black community there's tension with the black community and police. And again, we're generalizing. So even for you to say 70%, we're not 70% of this country, bro. We're a small percentage.
I didn't say this country. I was more
of the area.
Reference to America.
Okay.
And the reason I was referencing to America, because
what's going on over there?
What's going on over there?
Madness.
The guns and all of that kind of stuff. Now, you know, your job is to serve and protect. And then you trying to serve and protect, you've got to deal with a lot of tension and blah, 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 blah. On the other side, you've got just a lot of citizens that are in fear of their life as well. So on one side is mad tension, and the other side is mad tension. It's just a boiling pot of absolute
Damon, do you know what's mad though? Why I can't really agree with you. And about what? Even though I want to, about first responders getting special treatment and all of that stuff, yeah. Why? Firstly, I've just looked up statistically. These statistics might be wrong, right? But only one police officer was killed last year. My man in England. My man.
But my point was America, though.
No, I don't care about America. What here?
No, but my point was America.
What about
what? You don't care about America.
Your point was first responders in America should get special treatment.
Oh, what are we talking about?
Your point is, should they, as part of what they do, if someone kills them,
they should get life.
They should get life.
Okay.
But if someone killed anyone, they should get life then.
Okay.
Because all human life is it's just as valuable as the other.
That's the question.
That's when we're allowed to say all lives matter.
No, I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying I'm the point I'm trying to make is that, you know what, you go to the barbers every day, yeah, you probably stop people killing themselves every day and you don't know it.
Yeah, for real.
The thing is, you can't say a police officer's job is more important than your job.
I never said that. At no point did I say that.
No, but the point I'm making is that by saying that if someone kills Damon, should they get life? Yes, they should. If someone kills a police, I think every taxpayer's position, every human being's position, if you're killed by someone, you should definitely get the most amount of time, and if it's proven.
I'm not disputing that. I'm not for or against this.
But what are you saying?
What I'm trying to throw out there is that to certain people, they understand and appreciate that a police officer's job is probably a lot more dangerous than my job as a barber. Do you understand?
No, we get that.
Yeah.
We get that.
So that's
It's
probably.
Although you're probably around
and
more
the
dangerous
firemen.
people than the police officers.
Probably,
by the way.
but
You know that, right?
But they like me.
Yeah.
They give me money.
Yeah.
They give
Real
me
talk,
money.
real talk,
You understand what I'm
real
saying?
talk.
Like a fireman, a police. That's probably their point of view.
Yeah.
You understand?
You don't go to work thinking I'm gonna get hurt today, ever. But then a police officer
Do you know what? A police officer in England shouldn't go to work thinking they're going to get hurt today, really, ever, because only one in however many hundreds of thousands, or like maybe like tens of thousands, has been killed in 1 year.
I did hear today, that the police are on BBC Radio London today. They were saying that the police are thinking about not. Do you see the video cam? Not releasing the footage because they're saying it's causing a big stir within communities. It's stirring up
not
people.
Communities, black people. Let's just be real.
That's what they wanted to say, basically, yeah. And I was thinking, what a cheek. So we have to rely on just ours. Because usually you could see police footage as well. But they're trying to say now they're not going to release. The head commissioner saying they're thinking about it.
Listen, I don't like talking about police just because I just feel it's such a complicated job. And what they do is that what they do actually is rile up the black community, but at the same time, their job is so important because if anything happens in my house or near me, my wife calls the police straight away. Even forget me, my wife calls the police. Even before I blink, I've told you several stories about. I'll just turn around and I'm like, yeah, hello, can I be put? She's on the phone to them already, and so ultimately, their job is important because they're first responders. If you're a fire brigade, your job is important because if I have a fire in my house, you come try to hopefully save me. And like, you know, we look at the situation in Grenfell and where fire brigade were risking their life to try to save the people that they could save. So all these people's jobs are very important. But ultimately, like, especially with the police, where there's a problem is that actually they do victimize and rile up the black community. And this is why I feel uncomfortable talking about the police. And I feel uncomfortable discussing giving police more rights because as someone that is from the black community and having experience like being stopped and searched and all of that by the police, and every single person in this room, most black men in this country being made to feel like we're unwelcome, even though like, you know, we pay taxes, we've done this, we
drink champagne every day.
But we're made to feel, no, but ultimately we're made to feel like we don't belong. And so for me, I can't sit here and discuss that from a rational place. There's too much emotion. There's too much toxic emotion associated with the police for me.
BT says it's an occupational hazard. I'm afraid. There you go.
No, look, I see something the other day, and the police officer was like, you know, they're fearful for stopping this person and they're fearful for stopping that person. My attitude is that's not my concern, rude boy. This is the job you chose, innit? So take all of the job you.
I bet more DJs were killed in this country last year than police officers.
I mean, only one police officer was killed last year. So
there you go.
I'm just saying, like, you know, it's a pretty safe job.
No, I don't
know if it's safe.
No, but as far as not based on statistics.
Look, listen. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Yeah.
How many police officers were injured? Because I saw the video of that police officer getting chopped with a machete.
You know, they bear get injured. 100%.
Yeah, bear them get injured. So I look. The thing is, I don't think it's a safe job. If I wasn't doing what I was doing, would I consider being a police officer? Yes, but more so to try and change the system.
Would you?
100%.
You'd be a police officer.
You can only change
system
from inside, innit?
So no, you do get assaulted a lot.
Of course you do. Look, have you seen Lover?
You do get assaulted a lot. In 2018, 2019, there were over 30,000 assaults on police officers, of which 20,578 were crimes of assault without injury on a constable recorded across all forces, and 10,000 recorded all forces. 10,000 crimes of assault with injury on a constable. So 10,000 people were injured, but 20,578 were assaulted.
Damon, I don't think you'd be a police officer.
Damon's just trying it today. Damon's trying to be a goody two-shoes.
Do you know why? You wouldn't be able to take the bants from racist white people and from black people. You're gonna be a police officer with dreads.
Never that. I'm not talking about.
Would they not get him though? They would just get him, bro.
Of course they would.
They would be getting
They'll
you.
be dashing have somebody at me all the time. It'd be a mad thing.
You would get mad. Bro, you'd be stressed.
I'm not talking about
day.
now with the hair.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Remember, I've been doing this for like 25 years.
You would have done it like
one of my
when you
friend's
was
daughters just became a police officer.
Really?
Yeah, and I just rate her. I absolutely rate her, bro. We can't. How are we gonna expect?
I'm too buff to
like us to change things for us? It's never gonna happen.
I'm too paying. It'll be a madness.
Nah,
Gal will go mad. It's me in the uniform. Are you mad? I need to go straight to detective. In that uniform, there, gal, I'll go carnival wine, everything. I'll be that brother. But yeah. How do you determine the years when someone gets sentenced? I've always wanted to know this because you've seen certain man get done for like a murder and they'll get like 17 years, and then you'll see something else, another
there's guidelines,
murder, and then they get 35 years.
No, there's guidelines. There's guidelines.
So there's rules.
Yeah,
so
there's actual guidelines. Yeah.
Okay, so depending on where you fit in the chart, I think there should be.
No, there's guidelines, and then the judges have discretion within those guidelines.
Okay,
so there's a minimum term
and a maximum,
and there's a maximum term, and then the judge kind of decides.
Kind of play within that kind of
ultimately something like that. Yeah,
that's mad.
Mad.
Do you want me to check it for you?
Well, yeah, no. Do you know why? Because I know a scenario where someone was stabbed, yeah, and he got 6 years. But the person that passed the guy the knife got 7 years. And I just didn't work. I was thinking, how did this work? So I give you the knife and you stab someone and I get longer than you did. And you actually pushed it inside the person.
But there must be other circumstances surrounding the situation.
The CPS, the Crown Prosecution Unit, sets the guidelines, and then obviously the judges implement. But like I can, if you wanted, I could go through it, and then we can talk about it more in depth next week.
Yeah.
Lee, what happened to you on your way to?
Oh no! Do you know what? I've got another story.
All right, go on.
So check this one. Yeah, I was walking through not Poundland, it's Savers today. Yeah,
Savers not a bad store still.
You can get some
bargains in there.
If you're cleaning things,
all the mums and that go Savers.
You need to go Savers.
If you don't go Savers,
Pound. The big thing as well.
No, seriously. If you have a Savers in your ends, don't, because the sign's a bit budget.
Yeah, it looks dead. It does look dead,
but it's got decent things.
You get some gems in it. Washing up liquid, not washing up stuff like washing machine stuff and all that. You get bargains. It's better than Costco. I'm just giving you them gems now, anyway. People that are listening. But anyway, I was in there, and this woman was walking through with her child, in the buggy, and the child was slapping everyone as it went past. I'm not gonna say what color this woman was, because I don't think I need to. But as the youth, and I was looking at you, and the youth coming to me in it, and I know it's coming, and you just slapped me, boom.
In your face?
No, she slapped me on my body.
Okay.
Like just hit me that.
With what?
Nothing. The child never had nothing in his hand, but it was just hitting everyone. Like, and you could see in the face, even the hard licks, like,
You're an idiot.
the hardest. So when she got to me, what do you mean to hit you?
You saw it coming.
No, but the thing is, I saw the kid doing it, and I thought, nah, man, not me.
So did the parent know that this was happening?
The parent said, the parent turned around and said, if you carry on doing that, hear the voice. So you should know what I'm talking about. If you carry on doing that, can we not delete this?
No.
If you carry on doing that, you're going to get hit back. And I thought, so you're giving me right to thump you? But you've acknowledged your child is doing this, and she didn't care. Like she made a comment, but she carried on going. She's walking, man. I was flabbergasted. Honestly, I was thinking I would have loved to do that to you.
They would have kicked the youths.
Nah, you know what? If I saw it happening, getting closer and closer to me, I would have said something to the mum before you got to me.
Bruv, do you think the mum would have heard it though? It would have been a blank conversation.
Bruv, listen, I would have said something to the mum before the youth got to me. Don't let your youth put his hand on me. I would have said something to the mum. I would have, hey. I would have said something to the mum before the youth got to me. No way. There's not, bruv. How old are you?
The youth was probably about younger than 3.
Smart than that.
Youth. I'm talking about a proper youth.
Kick it down.
Because I was thinking, if that was my youth, do you know what would have happened for the first one?
Never.
Oh my days.
Guys, Narissa wants a birthday shout out.
Salute to Narissa on your birthday.
Is that it? Her birthday is on Saturday.
We should get Narissa. Can she call in?
Do you want to call? Oh, she's not actually in a group. She's on Twitter DM.
If she can phone us on Instagram, then we can chat.
Big up Sam who got the riddle right.
But Narissa also wants us to talk about the Britain's Got Talent performance by diversity. Did you see this?
No, I didn't see it, but I heard about it.
Let me call.
It rattles some cages.
Oh yeah, go on.
Because my man. So what? Do I just call him?
What's this, relationship corner?
You need to connect.
If the relationship corners could come live,
I know that would be mad, innit?
That'll go off, you know.
Who are we calling, by the way?
Sorry, guys in the group, yeah. Do you not want to make relationship corners live?
I'd love that.
Where's the microphone?
Hit us up. You need where's your Bluetooth? Have you got Bluetooth on?
Yes.
So connect to the Roadcaster.
I am starving, man.
The Roadcaster.
Yeah.
Sorry, people. Is the Roadcaster even active?
Or just call him on my phone.
Call him on your phone.
Narissa's gonna call us on Instagram as well. So we'll try to listen.
079. Why am I reading that on my phone?
It is. What happened to you?
What's going to go on with this? What are we doing with this now? Where are we going with this?
Black people.
sorry.
No, Black Business.
Oh, Black Business.
Alright,
Okay.
so they want relationship callers live. So
Yeah,
I told
like
them next week, tell your friends to call.
Black Business Corner.
Why don't you just get a real jingle?
That's what I'm working on.
Get your nephew to sing it.
I'm working on it. Is it ringing, Ace?
I had a relationship.
Oh, you're not going to hear it.
I forgot. I should put it in the group.
Hold on.
Are you going to have it through the speaker? Innit?
Yo,
Yo, what's happening, my brother?
stay there for me 1 second.
Cool.
Well, we can't talk. Can we hear him? Can they hear him?
Listen, we need to set these things up in advance.
Can we hear him?
Hello. Yeah.
Hey, that Ace.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Yo.
Right. So you are part of Black Business Corner on Cut the Chat, which is every week we promote 2 black businesses and just talk about them and get people to support them and all of that good stuff. The reason
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
The reason we are calling you because it's your birthday as well today.
It is.
So happy birthday. I will let the listeners know we are speaking to the world famous Chiefer, Chiefer the jeweler. Company, your jewelry company is Khan's Noir. Is that correct?
No, it's formerly Cans Noir. Now the brand is cheaper.
Jeez. Okay. Chiefer.
Yes, my brother.
Known you for a very long time. I've got the utmost respect for you, mad love for you. How long have you been in the game for?
Been in the game for 9 years now.
Yeah?
9 years. Yeah, 9 years of labor.
How do you get started? Why jewelry?
So as you know, Dino's my best friend. My best friend used to play football. So he used to play for Arsenal. And I used to be hanging around these footballers all the time. And I just used to, I thought, you know, I need to figure out a way I could just sell. What products can I sell these people that I'm around? At the time, he's moving with Thierry Henry, Dennis Bergkamp, what's his name again, Van Persie, all these guys. So I thought, you know what, I can just start selling them watches. So I literally used to go to Green Lane, one of my pals over there. His name was Dennis. I'm sure everybody, a couple of your listeners might know him. He had a shop, so I just used to go there and just put money down with him. And then if anybody wanted anything, I'll just take the watch and go show it to a client. Whether sell or return, I just bring it back. If not, I just sell it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, in regards to it, are there a lot of black jewelers in the business?
You know what? Fortunately, now there are. But when I started, there wasn't. When I started, there was only one guy that was doing it, and I teamed up with him to start Cans One, which you mentioned earlier.
Yeah,
it wasn't easy, man. It wasn't easy trying to penetrate the game because jewelry is like it's black people have never really got into the manufacturing of jewelry. in London, as far as I know, to do the type of jewelry that we were doing anyway. So there's a lot of closed doors, and we have to break those boundaries. But like today, when I walk through Hatton Garden and I see how many black jewelers there are, it's definitely overwhelming, man. It's come a long way.
Bum for that.
Go on. So you're in Hatton Garden.
No, I was in Hatton Garden, but as of the last 3 weeks, I've moved to Mayfair.
Come on!
Man, for you now.
We came next door to the biz.
Yeah, trust me, we're taking over, bro. We want them souls back from our ancestors.
Love that.
That's amazing. That makes sense. That makes sense why I ain't seen you for so long. Obviously, you're putting in the graft.
Exactly, my brother. Exactly.
No, that's
amazing. Overall, we're growing every day. I'm happy, man. We're growing every day. Just pushing the brand forward, and hopefully, it'll be a household name. I mean, in the next 5 years.
All right, we're gonna try and we're gonna throw you up on the Instagram, and we're gonna try and push that and try and help you get to where you're trying to get to, brother.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you guys calling me to join in. I love what you lot are doing, man. You lot keep pushing the culture and keep empowering us, man. We need people like you, guys, man. You know what I mean? So,
what's the birthday plans?
You know me, man. My old man, is just humble. I just need a shisha. That's all I need, mate. You know what I mean?
All right, then, brother. Well, you know what? Have an amazing birthday once again. Stay safe, and we're gonna probably come down to you and maybe film a little something in your shop down in Mayfair real soon.
I'd love to have you guys. Man. Thank you, man. Black Kings. Keep rising.
That's all right.
Yes, brother.
Bless.
Man,
Black Business Corner. The other black business, just quickly, is Yum Yum's Caribbean, which is a couple doors down from the barbershop. When we was doing our podcast in the barbershop for how many years, we would eat in there literally every podcast. Their food absolutely bangs. Definitely one of the best Caribbean takeaways in North London, 100%. Femi, would you agree?
Yes, sir. I'll go there regular.
Okay, that's all Femi's inputting right now. So check them out. We'll throw them up on the Instagram as well. Last week, I still haven't put up last week's ones on the Instagram, but I will do. I'm moving like ace, so my apologies. So yeah, that was Black Business Corner. So the young lady was trying to call us, Ace.
Oh yeah, Narissa, we have to leave soon. So if you want to holler us now. We'll have a quick chat.
Okay.
How long do we give her before we
Narissa, call now.
Call now.
Sister, call us now.
Drink champagne every day.
Regular. No, not every day.
It's regular. Man, drink champagne regular. What do you think that guy wanted the police officer to do with that information?
Do you know what?
Something was missed that we didn't see though, because he says you can't afford that. Yeah, I heard you can't afford it. So what are you talking about? Something like that. Talking about the car, innit?
The officer said that too.
Yeah, he said, because he goes to the guy something about, but you can't afford it, so don't try it. Because I think the officer might have said, but I can buy one of them if I want, or something. Because that's what triggered him.
I've missed it. What did I miss?
So there was footage on Instagram where a black guy got stopped in a Porsche.
Oh, well, two of them were handcuffed.
Yeah. And he's having it out. But what you catch is him basically rasping the police officer, just telling him about his club, as we do, because that's what we do now. We ain't scared of no police.
We do.
We ain't scared, innit? We ain't scared no more.
H is calling now.
Do you understand? So, so he was rasping the policeman, but the policeman's obviously said something to trigger him. He just going off in a tangent.
Hold on 1 second.
Just cut me off like that.
Nothing. Disrespect.
No respect.
No really.
Right, can you guys hear her? Narissa.
We can't hear her now.
There you go. Can you hear her?
She's not talking.
Can you hear me?
No. Yeah. You have to talk though, baby.
All right, Femington.
Man, like
Thank
Femington.
you for the it means a lot.
Narissa, so how long have you listened to Cut the Chat?
I can't even remember, but I think I've caught up with like every episode over like the past couple of years.
Who's your favourite? Speak wisely. Speak wisely.
Lee gives me dough all the time.
I like Lee too. He's my favourite.
Femi speaks sense. I've always wanted to visit Damon's like barbershop.
Well, why am I lost?
And no, Ace, you bring the group together.
No, I'm the glue. I'm the glue in it.
Ace is the glue. Ace has got like the studio.
I'm the glue.
Ace is the boss
of Cut the Chat, really.
I'm the glue, fam.
He's the boss.
When Femi's not around, he needs to keep an eye on the chat and look after the listeners.
Okay, we'll do that. And how are you celebrating your birthday?
Nice answer.
I'm going out to dinner and then cocktails with some of my friends.
Sorry, but where do you live? Why is dinner so late?
So I live in Bristol and my birthday's on Saturday. So we're going out at 5 o'clock for dinner. And then afterwards we're going out for cocktails.
All right. Salute to the Bristol crew. Have they renamed the Colston Hall yet?
No.
What do you think it's going to be called? I go for Kunta.
They should just call it. I feel like they should just call it Bristol Music Hall.
That makes sense.
House.
Mandela House. I like that's that'll be hard.
Yeah.
Were you there when they brought the statue down?
So I was at home because I'm asthmatic, so I had to be careful of the whole COVID thing.
Good excuse.
But I was watching the live streams, watching the news, and all my friends in London were just like, Narissa, are you there? Are you there? I was just like, no, I'm not there.
Oh, well, big up to you anyway. Well, thank you very much. We wanted to say happy birthday to you.
Thank
Lee, do you want to give us some vocals or?
Happy. Oh, don't.
Nah.
Don't.
Nah.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Coming with that sexy voice, yeah?
How you mean? Stop flirting with me. I'm married. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday and enjoy dinner. And not too many cocktails.
Thank you, guys.
Happy birthday, girl.
There you go.
Thank you. Bye.
Dung, dung, dung. Ain't got no. It's your birthday, no, you know you get around.
Thanks, guys.
None of that. All right, cool. We'll be back next week.
Things will be technically better. I'll try to get here early.
Yeah,
so that I can set up my camera in the corner.
Yeah, and till next week. All those episodes that were missed are up on iTunes and Spotify and all the other DSPs. And we don't have a Spotify deal like Joe Budden, but we're on the way.
Did we talk about Joe Budden podcast?
I don't know if you guys know the ins and outs of it though.
I listened to the whole thing.
Did you listen to it?
Whole thing.
What is your like? Let's try and do it in 5 minutes.
I was confused by what you wanted.
So basically, the whole Joe Rogan got a deal.
I know. Yeah, go on. You explain it.
For 100 mil.
Joe Rogan got a deal.
How much?
For 100 mil.
But within the deal, he got ownership of his content. They offered Joe Budden a similar deal, but without the ownership. So Joe Budden's like, you lot are trying to mug me.
Nah, it wasn't similar.
Wait.
It wasn't nowhere near
less money. It was a lot less money.
It was a lot less money.
Right, but after the negotiations, they renegotiated, and I think they offered him similar money, but it was without the ownership. So my man's like, what, you think we're still on this slavery thing? You've given my man ownership, but so that's basically
also part of what
I know.
They wanted a 360 deal, the 360 deal, basically. They wanted everything, a share in everything he did.
There's so many layers to this thing, because the part of the reason Joe Biden's pissed as well is because he went over to Spotify, like him and Amy Schumer were the first podcast to go over to Spotify. Mm-hmm. And Amy Schumer, who's a big comedian,
she didn't pop.
Her podcast flopped, and his one was #1 week after week after week. They didn't know that Joe Budden was going to do that. So he's thinking, raw, I'm #1 all of these weeks, and because you're seeing that my podcast is bringing in all of these viewers and all of these users to your website, to your platform, maybe when the deal's up, you're going to offer me the big bag. And they really didn't. Even though they can see that his formula is tried and tested, he's like killed it every week, and they didn't offer him the same bag that they were offering certain other people. There's bare layers to it though, man.
You see this,
100 million.
You see this, this kind of makes me go back to who was the comedian, the black comedian woman that
I forgot her name.
Monique that was cussing, and everyone was getting at her like, oh, you're just an angry black woman. Bloody,
$500,000 Netflix.
You know what I mean? And she basically said the same thing, and she brought up the same woman's name. She's like, listen, in regards to me and her, I shit all over her. but you lot are offering her this and offering me this little idiot thing, but no one really backed her because
do you see black people's problem why we never back each other on these things sometimes when we privately tell everyone, yeah, they're kind of right, you know, but no one wants to fumble their bag.
Femi. And
that's problematic. That's the problem within our culture because, like, you know, like we worry too much about fumbling the bag.
How many times have I said to you, man, just support the person because they look like you. Just support them because they're black. Just you don't need any more of a reason than that. You don't, bruv.
No, but this is the thing. But they're thinking about supporting their people because they're black, i.e., their family, their kids, their wife.
Bruv, it's actually quite frustrating. It is actually quite frustrating because we're not supporting someone. You know what? And I've had this problem before. We're very happy to support criminals. Very happy to support criminals.
What type of criminals?
Bruv, how many times do we have conversations about, oh, you see my man? He's a road man, you know, but he's doing his thing.
I don't.
Bruv, how many times have you said this on a podcast? You know what I mean? We're immune to crime. We're happy to support them man there. No, bro.
Can my man get TVs?
Yeah, that's how okay. Okay.
Black people always have the hookup. You know the hookup. You know the hookup. The hookup is always something illegal along the way to get that hookup.
Do you remember when it was like,
you know what it is?
The whole Black Pound Day?
Because we like our bring-ins. That's what it is. We love our bring-ins.
But you know, bring-ins is always has crime.
You know when it started? You know when it started? DVD days.
Yeah.
When we knew we could get a little something from that, that's when you wanted to bring on everything.
Yeah. And this is the problem because you remember, you know the whole Black Pound Day support black business. People had to put out something saying supporting a black business doesn't mean you're asking for discount. Because just support them. And bruv, I see it all the time in the barbershop. And it is just annoying. But
it's a bigger debate anyway. But anyway, Joe Biden, man, hope he gets what he wants, and hopefully.
But let me ask you something. What will happen if he doesn't take that deal anyway?
Yeah, but
offered a bigger deal.
Do you know what? To be honest, like what I think we need to be doing a lot more, and I speak about this all the time, and I think I might have spoken about this a little bit about Wiley. We as black people have no stake at the moment in any of these tech companies. Yeah. And I think that's so dangerous. We are creating potentially another ghetto for ourselves where there's no black people, hardly any black people. There's a few that I know of, but there's hardly any black people in tech. And you know how dangerous that is because we're going into the age of technology and data and digital and all of these things. And at the end of it, we're going to wake up one day and only Chinese people own tech. Only like maybe some Indian companies. Like the guy that runs Google's an Indian guy, like at the moment. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Only like you've got American companies, like white American people own these tech companies, but black people at the moment we're doing nothing to create our own platforms and our own tech. Everything we do goes through other mediums created by middle class white Americans or Chinese, and that is dangerous. That's it.
I love that. Femi's final thoughts. Guys, I think on that note, we'll call it a day.
All right, till next week. Rate, subscribe, comment.
Done now.
Good night. Peace.
You know what though? You got a point though. I know. I think that. Shay, are we still live?
No, I thought you was gonna say something.
No. Lock that off.
Okay, cool. All right.
My Freemasons.